What if this sound doesn't mean death, but a birth. The birth of a physical substance, the soul. The Roman Empire. The year 77 had. The prominent thinker, Pliny the Elder, records a story that shocked Rome. There lived two Corfidius brothers who belonged to the equestrian order. It happened to the elder of them that he appeared to have drawn his last breath. When his will was opened, it turned out that his younger brother had been named the heir. The younger brother immediately set about arranging the funeral. Meanwhile, the brother whom everyone believed to be dead suddenly clapped his hands. He summoned the servants and told them something incredible. He claimed that he had just returned from his younger brother. The younger brother had supposedly entrusted his own daughter to his care. He had also shown him the exact spot where he had secretly buried gold in the ground. Moreover, the younger brother asked that all the grand funeral preparations be used for himself instead. While the elder brother was telling this strange story, the younger brother's servants rushed into the house. They brought terrible news. Their master had just dropped dead. The gold was later found in the exact place indicated by the resurrected brother. Centuries passed and the mystery remained. But now, let us step into our modern world. The year is 1980-5. The world-renowned scientist, Dr. Bruce Grayson, investigated and revealed this mind-blowing case. A patient named Jeff was in the hospital with severe heart failure. One night, Jeff's heart stopped and he slipped into a clinical death. In the afterlife, he found himself in a beautiful pastoral scene, surrounded by light. Suddenly, he saw a familiar face walking towards him. It was his young, kind nurse, Anita. Jeff was surprised and asked what she was doing there. Anita looked at him and said, "Jeff, you need to go back. You can't stay here. I want you to find my parents. Tell them that I love them, and I'm sorry I wrecked the red MGB." When doctors brought Jeff back to life, he opened his eyes. Another nurse on duty walked into his room. Jeff immediately looked at her and tried to tell her about his vision. He described Anita and repeated her exact words about the accident. Hearing this, the nurse burst into tears and ran out of the room. She knew something that Jeff couldn't possibly know. Just hours before, Anita's parents had bought her a brand new red MGB sports car for her birthday. Overjoyed, Anita took the car for a drive, lost control, and slammed into a tree. She died instantly. At the exact moment, the patient was clinically dead. But perhaps the most undeniable proof of the soul comes from those who cannot see. Professor Kenneth Rинga dedicated years to studying near-death experiences in blind people. His most famous case is a woman named Vicky Peg. Vicky was blind from birth. She had never seen a single ray of light, a color, or a shadow. Her world was nothing but absolute darkness. At the age of 22, Vicky was in a terrible car accident. At the hospital, her heart stopped and she slipped into a clinical death. Suddenly, her consciousness left her body and rose to the ceiling of the operating room. For the first time in her entire life, Vicky could see. She looked down and saw a body on the table. She only recognized herself by looking at her wedding ring, which was shining in the light. Vicky watched the doctors working on her dot. She could perfectly see the medical equipment, the shape of the room, and even noticed that one of the doctors was bald. Then, her spirit flew through the roof of the hospital. She saw the trees, the bright city lights, and a world she had only ever known through touch. When doctors revived her, Vicky returned to her body. She sank back into total physical blindness. Yet, she could accurately describe every visual detail of the room where her body lay clinically dead. And now let us move on to another amazing testimony from Dr. P.M. Van Lommel. He discovered cases that went much deeper than physical evidence. One of his most profound stories involves a man who underwent a complicated heart surgery. During the operation, his heart stopped, and he entered the realm of light dot in that peaceful place. The man met two figures who looked at him with immense love. One was his deceased adoptive father. Next to him stood a beautiful, unfamiliar woman whom the man had never seen in his life. She smiled at him, and her presence felt incredibly familiar, yet he did not know her. When the man was successfully revived, he opened his eyes and returned to reality. Days later, he visited his elderly mother, who was terminally ill in another hospital. He told her about the beautiful vision and described the mysterious woman in detail. Hearing his words, the mother burst into tears and revealed a lifelong family secret. The man was adopted. His biological mother had tragically died in childbirth at the exact moment he was born. She then showed him an old, hidden photograph of his real mother. The man gasped in shock. It was the exact same woman he had just met while his heart was completely stopped. Finally, let us explore the most mysterious boundary of all. Professor Kenneth Ring uncovered cases where patients did not just see the past, they saw the future. He called this phenomenon personal flash-forwards. A young man named Tom slipped into a clinical death during an emergency. In that timeless space, he saw a vivid panorama of his future life. He saw a room he had never been to, and a young boy playing on the floor. Tom distinctly noticed that the boy was playing with a toy of a very unusual shape. At that time, Tom did not even have children. Years later, he got married and had a son. One afternoon, he walked into the living room and froze in complete disbelief. The room, the furniture, and his son were exactly as he had seen them years ago. The boy was holding that exact same, strangely shaped toy. Everything came true with absolute, chilling precision. These cases prove that during clinical death, the soul enters a reality where time does not exist. And this is where Albert Einstein enters the stage with his laws of relativity. According to physics, at the speed of light, time stops completely. Past, present, and future all exist at the exact same moment. Throughout your entire life, the soul grows and forms inside your physical body. Our body is merely a temporary cocoon, a shell where a complex structure of light and information is being carefully built. What we call death is actually the moment of awakening, just as a caterpillar transforms into a beautiful butterfly. The soul completes its growth. It leaves the physical flesh as a perfect luminous structure and steps directly into the quantum realm, perhaps into the eternal electromagnetic field. This light wave structure mirrors the famous Maxwell equations, an electromagnetic wave needs no physical medium. It propagates through the vacuum of space, moving entirely by itself. This is the exact fulfillment of what Aristotle and Thomas Aquinas called self-motion, the motion within oneself, supreme property of the divine and the true essence of the human soul. This is where our second chapter ends, an ancient philosophy meeting the laws of modern physics. In the next chapter, we will look closely at this incredible bridge. We will explore the exact testimonies of people who saw the soul as pure light. We will look through the lens of Albert Einstein and quantum physics. We will uncover the deep secrets hidden within Maxwell equations and look into the quantum electromagnetic field. We will explore how Maxwell equations challenge the theology of Thomas Aquinas, disproving his rule that a physical thing cannot move itself. We will connect modern science with the teachings of Aristotle and Thomas Aquinas on motion and self-motion, soul and the divine as a self-moving wave of light. This is the mystery we will solve together in our next video. Subscribe to my channel and let us embark together on this amazing journey.